Hi and welcome to this reading. Today I'll be doing several readings looking at the Soulmate Journey. We are in Scorpio season, which is the death card in tarot. So it's death and rebirth. I've had multiple songs coming through this morning and I'm actually going to pull a reading on each song. You'll see these readings go up over the next couple of days. And this intro I will actually use for all of the readings. What I'm focusing on is what are you embracing and what are you releasing? Now this could be your energy or that of somebody who's coming towards you. Just take it as it resonates because obviously you're aware of your circumstance. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I pick up on energy. Prior to a reading, in this instance, it's been multiple songs that have been coming through. I receive messages through music. Once those messages start coming through, I will then use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify the messages. All of the decks that I use on my channel are my own designs because I'm also in Illustrator. So if you're called to any of those, the links can be found in the description box. Thanks to anybody who's purchased my decks. I am truly grateful. So let's go ahead and start with your reading. Hi and welcome to this reading. Now you would have heard the intro, but since the intro, I've done a couple of readings in this series and I've actually changed things up a bit. What I'm actually looking at is what are you embracing and what are you releasing? And I was just going to do it for one person in this soulmate journey, but it only gives you one side of the story. So what I'm actually doing, we've got the death card here, which is death and rebirth. It's revolution energy, which is where we started. What I'm going to do is I want to look at what are you embracing and what are you releasing in order. And it's not in order to bring this soulmate journey in or this soulmate in. It's in order to align with yourself, which then brings in a soulmate connection. So I'm looking at you, but I also want to look at whoever's potentially coming towards you. Now it might be somebody that you know. You might not have a clue who this person is. So let's get some energy. The song that, and as I said, my kids were singing songs this morning and we all kind of feed off each other's energy. My son was singing Fire to the Rain, which is an Adele song. Now that song is about, she wakes up in the middle of the night. It's about a breakup. I think her breakup with her then partner at the time, and a realization that she maybe had missed some of the red flags. Now, when I was doing the pre-shuffle, illumination wanted to come out in that deck. In that song, I think there's a line, there was a side to you that I never knew. Set fire to the rain. I think when I think of rain, I think of tears. It's almost a purge energy that potentially aligns you with a new love, a new opportunity. And she's now with somebody new, and I think has been with that person for a long time now. So let's get some energy for you. I want to look at what you are embracing and what you are releasing. Two of Wands on the bottom, which is Mars and Aries, which is making new plans. What are you embracing? Five of Cups. Mars in Scorpio, death and rebirth. Mars is fire energy. I just heard that all good things must come to an end. In the original drawing of this card, the guy's actually looking at 3 broken cups on the ground. His focus is on those 3 cups that are broken, that disappointment. Cups are emotions. As I said, the tears, the rain. But he's so focused on what's broken that he doesn't realize that there's 2 cups, a new soulmate, stood right behind him. He just needs to turn around. It's embracing a new beginning. It's an eyelash. Make a wish. I don't know if that's just an Australian thing, but if you see an eyelash, blow on it and make a wish. You've got a new wish fulfillment coming. Embracing. And the pigeons on my roof. Now, pigeons mate for life. Can hear them. Mars and Scorpio, a new beginning coming to you. What are you releasing? Okay, that's a lot. You're releasing Seven of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the World. The Two of Cups is a soulmate connection, but we've got the World here, which is Saturn, which is karma. So it's a karmic soulmate connection. The illusions around a karmic soulmate connection that have kept you in Three Broken Cups energy and haven't aligned you with new energy coming forward, the Three of Wands, because you've been stuck. That song, she woke up in the middle of the night, she had a breakthrough. This soulmate connection comes in when you actually release the wounds from the past and recognize that those things were lessons that you were meant to learn, karmic lessons that you were meant to learn in order to align yourself with a true soulmate. The World is the end. Ten of Pentacles, in order to align you with a new soulmate. Something bigger and better for you. And I heard you can't see the forest for the trees. It's almost like you've got your head stuck in the sand in this Five of Cups energy. What are you embracing? Meaning that you're stuck in it. You've been wallowing in it. And you need to release it and recognize it for the lesson that it was in order to bring in this Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. Virgo is healing energy, wounded warrior energy. Interesting. Okay, let's get some cards for this soulmate that's coming in. What are they embracing? And that card just flew off the table. Individual sovereignty, that's the Queen of Pentacles. Uranus in Virgo. They've gone through some healing as well. Some sort of spiritual heartbreak as well that they've healed from. A spiritual earthquake. Uranus is the card. Uranus is the planet of earthquakes. Uranus aligns with the Fool card, a new beginning. I keep hearing the word sovereignty. This person has aligned with their own sovereignty. Very, very strong, independent person. And that's what they've embraced. And perhaps not knowingly or unknowingly, that's what brings the pair of you together. What are you releasing? What have they released? What has this person released? The High Priestess, the Moon, the need to know. What have they released? The need to know. I think this person is trusting in a higher power. I think this person is, if I get myself to a point where I am focused on me and my journey, things will align. The Tower, a surprise, ready for a surprise. The Tower is Mars energy. Perhaps things have fallen apart in this person's world as well. I kind of get the impression that maybe they're a little bit further along on the journey than you. They've worked through this. They're building independently. And they're saying, what is meant for me will align with me when it's meant to. Okay, let's get, Compass. My question, and I'd already put it out there, I just hadn't verbalized it to you. I want a message from your guides about this situation for you, Compass. This healing work, this heartbreak that you've gone through, And it may not be with a person. It could be with family. It could be with people at work. It could be with something that you've seen that's fallen apart, that's meant to set you on a new trajectory, a compass. The message your guides have for you is that it's part of the soul contract that you signed with the man upstairs, in order to set you on a new path towards this person, towards this Ten of Pentacles. And maybe with the Tower here, this person might already be around you. You just can't see them, because you've got your back turned. Closer than you think is what I heard. Potentially you've been aligning with this person unknowingly. Okay, let's get a guidance card. Release and embrace new opportunities. That's what this person's done. They've released control with the High Priestess card. They don't know what's coming for them, but they know if they put themselves in a position, it's almost Empress energy. The Empress attracts. If they put themselves in a position where they've done the shadow work, they'll automatically align with what's meant for them. Lighthouse. The lighthouse guides. The lighthouse guides people in the dark, or guides people out of the darkness. The High Priestess is things that are hidden. They know that there's something bigger guiding, compass. And so they've almost released control. What are you embracing? What are you releasing? Okay, let's have a look at it. What angel is working with you, walking with you? Working, walking. Number 42, political affairs and protection for travelers. That's Emperor energy. What I want to say here is you've been potentially in unbalanced Emperor energy, focusing on what is that bird? Focusing on the pain of this situation instead of embracing new opportunities. Balanced Emperor energy attracts in the Empress. And I said before, the Empress attracts. Political affairs and protection for travelers. And it may not mean that you're an unbalanced person or an unbalanced Emperor energy. It might be that the people around you have kept you in that energy. The Seven of Cups is illusion. Maybe if you're extracting yourself from a relationship where there was a side to you that I never knew. But perhaps if you've been in some sort of battle energy, in a host of karmic lessons with this particular person or people that you are extracting yourself from, they've had you in Emperor energy. So in battle mode, which almost keeps you in this Three Broken Cups energy. But part of this lesson is recognizing it for the fact that it's a lesson, because then you can almost release it. Political affairs and protection for travelers. You can move forward. Okay, let's have a look at this person. What angel is walking with them? 23. Healing and courage. Four of Cups, which is what I was saying before about the Empress energy. Number 32 on the bottom, harmony and mercy, which is the combined energy of the pair of you. But the Four of Cups here, in the original drawing of the tarot, the Four of Cups is a man. He's got 3 cups in front of him, and then the divine is handing him a cup. And he's got his arms folded, and he's kind of saying, actually, no, thanks, but no thanks. This person here is not accepting anything that is not for them. And as I said before, they're in what's meant for me will find me mode. Healing and courage. They've done the healing work, through whatever circumstance they've been in, and it's giving them the courage, because they're independent, single, independent and free, to only accept what aligns with them. And when something aligns with them, they'll use their intuition. What's meant for you will always find you, is what I want to say. And it'll be a surprise. Okay, let's have a look at the moon energy between you. Full moon in Virgo vibes. You are more than enough. Two people on individual journeys. Virgo is the Hermit card. Just had a brain, I want to say a brain fart. Virgo is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is somebody who's gone through a spiritual awakening. Most times through some sort of pain, disappointment. That puts them into a space. Do we have the Four of Swords somewhere? That puts them into a space where they have to go and do some internal healing. And through that internal healing, this High Priestess energy, they get the epiphany. They wake up in the middle of the night and recognize, for Adele, the red flags within that relationship that she hadn't seen. A side to you that I never knew, never knew. And it puts them on this journey of drawing back to themselves and then pouring love back into themselves. So then you have two people who are in beautiful healed energy, which then draws compass you in, draws that soulmate connection back. You are more than enough. Recognizing that you are more than enough. Okay, I'm going to get you a song. Let's have a look at what song. Can't help falling in love. Like a river flows surely to the sea. Compass. Darling, so it goes. Some things you know are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. A compass you can't control. Like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things you know are meant to be. It's fated. Whatever this is, this soul journey that you're both on, it's like two rivers coming into one. That's Elvis Presley. That's how you'll know. Now that came out in the reading before. That's from the movie Enchanted. She was in one world. She fell from one world into another. Fell from one soulmate connection into another, unknowingly. But it was destined. They were meant to find each other on their path. Compass. Release and embrace new opportunities. She fell through a portal. Two beautiful yellow butterflies just flying around together in my garden. One chasing the other, actually, looks like. This is real surrender energy. Surrender to the journey. Recognize the lessons, because it's part of your spiritual awakening, and that spiritual awakening is then what aligns. One person's just further forward on the journey in surrender mode. Okay, let's get some messages. Now, this could be from you to your person, or from your person to you, whether you know this person or not. You are the love of my life. Harmony and mercy, both wanting to find the love of their life and some harmony in relationships. Yeah, look at this, soulmates. How beautiful. Soul awakening is what I said. I sabotaged this because of fear. This fear and pain, that's where the devil gets in. Fear and pain and anguish because of a past hurt. Maybe a fear of getting hurt again. I want to talk to you, but fear takes over. Maybe you've got somebody that you kind of know that there's something there with, but you're stuck in past. As opposed to this person who's just sitting, waiting, moving closer to union. I find myself dreaming about you. I know exactly how you feel when you look at me with those eyes. That one wants to come out too. I'm ready to leave my old life behind. and I just want the best possible outcome for everyone. Now I'm going to pull you some Scrabble tiles, a little loud, so if you've got headphones, AirPods in, I'm going to give it a shake in 3, 2, 1. Okay, could be your first, middle, last initial or that of this person. An M and a 3, an A and a 1. We got a Matt, a T and a 1. A J and an 8, a W, Jeremiah, a W and a 4, an N and a 1, Nelly, an I and a 1, an E and a 1, a Q and a 10, a C and a 3, a G and a 2, and a D and a 2. Now finally I'm going to get you 3 last cards. Anything else that your guides want to tell you about this soulmate connection? The Knight of Swords, Mars and Aquarius. Somebody coming charging in. 2 of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn. That's balance, wanting to bring that. They're wanting to bring balance, harmony. But it comes when both parties, Empress, have done the spiritual work. Now currently, I've just done a whole reading of the rise of the divine feminine energy. It is intuitively knowing that if you focus on yourself and focus on balancing out that Empress energy, this was the Emperor, you then sit in balanced energy, and what is meant for you attracts to you. So learning those lessons, Page of Pentacles, bringing in balance in order to step into your divine feminine energy, which is what as a collective we are all meant to be focusing on. Our divine feminine energy is not gender specific. We all hold it within, and we're meant to balance out the two. A balancing out, because the Empress attracts. The Empress attracts the world. How beautiful. And that is the end of a karmic lesson in how to balance your energy in order to bring in a soulmate connection. So that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for joining me. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a like. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of future readings. I will list that Divine Feminine playlist in the description as well. There's 22 readings in that playlist, all about different ways that you can balance your divine feminine energy. If you are looking at bringing a soulmate connection in, both parties need to actually balance that energy. If you're called to any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can be found in the description box. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in another reading.